Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, et dans cette vidéo, on va apprendre les alphabets. My name is Suchita, your French language instructor, and in this video, we are going to learn the alphabets. Now, in French, we have same 26 alphabets as we have in English, but their pronunciation is different. So, we write them in the same way as we write in English, but their pronunciation would be different. So, let's start with A. What do we call A in French? That is A. The pronunciation is A. Now, a word starting with A is avion. The word is avion, which means aeroplane. This is just one word that I have suggested. If you know any other word, you can also write that. Okay, so avion, aeroplane. Next is B, B, C, D, F. It is same as English. Okay, J. Now over here, we have to remember that in French we pronounce G as J and J as G. Okay, so this is not G in French, this is J. Instead of J, we call it J. So whenever in my videos I'm putting double dot, so that is J as in measure, pleasure. So it is J and this is G. So it is opposite. Now J, H, E. Okay, on les répète. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, E. Now, we'll learn one word starting with every alphabet. A, avion, which means aeroplane. Now, B, bateau. Bateau means a boat. The next is C, ciseau. It is ciseau. Ciseau means scissors. The next is D, dindon. The word is dindon. Dindon means turkey. Okay, turkey is an animal. The next is E. It is not E, it is E. Elephant. The pronunciation is elephant. Repeat after me. Elephant. The next is F. F for fromage. The pronunciation is fromage, which means cheese. Remember, France is very famous for its cheese and its wines. So fromage, cheese. The next is G. Giraffe. Giraffe. Repeat after me. The pronunciation is giraffe and the meaning is giraffe. The next is H. Ibu. The pronunciation is ibu. Remember, now in French we write H but we do not pronounce it. This H does not have its pronunciation. So it is not hibu, it is ibu, which means an owl. The next is E. Île. The pronunciation is île, which means an island. On les répète. Repeat after me. A, avion, aeroplane. B, bateau, boat. C, ciseau, which means scissors. D, dindon, which means turkey. E, éléphant, which means elephant. F, fromage, cheese. G, giraffe, which means giraffe. H, ibu, owl. E, île, which means an island. Alright, so the next is G. Remember, we do not pronounce it as J, it is G. Jaguar. And the meaning is same as English. An animal, jaguar. The next one. Ka. Kangaroo. And the meaning is kangaroo. The next, L, livre, and the meaning is a book. Next, M, miel, and the meaning is honey. Next is N, the word is noir, and the meaning is the black color. Next is O, oiseau, and the meaning is bird. P, the word starting with P is parapluie, which means an umbrella. Next is Q, the word starting with Q is queue, and the meaning is tail. R, rose, and it has two meanings. It can mean the color pink or it can mean the flower rose. Alright, so the next is S, singe, and the meaning is a monkey. T, train, the word is train, the meaning is train. The next is U, we call it as U. The word starting with U is uniform, the meaning is uniform. V, the word starting with V is vache, the meaning is cow. Next, W, the word starting with W is Wi-Fi, and the meaning is Wi-Fi. Next, X, xylophone, and the meaning is same as English, a xylophone. Next is Y, the word is Y, ear, the meaning is eyes. Next, Z, we call it as Z, zebra, and the meaning is zebra. Alright, so while writing the pronunciation of the words in Hindi, I'm going to mention three types of j. The first one is without a dot, as in jet, so j. The second one is with a single dot and the pronunciation would be z, as in zebra. The third one would be with a double dot and the pronunciation would be j, as in the word measure, pleasure. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, et dans cette vidéo, on va apprendre les voyelles en français. In this video, we are going to learn the French vowels. Let's get into the video. Et il y a 5 voyelles en français. Il y a 5, which means 5. There are 5 vowels in French, just like in English. So A, E, I, O, U. That's the pronunciation in English. So we are going to learn the pronunciation of all these vowels in French today. On continue. A, the pronunciation of A is A. I, O, U. On répète. Répétez après moi. A, E, I, O, U. U. So, A, E, I, O, U. On commence par la première voyelle, which is A. You must be seeing a lot of words in front of you. They all have the letter A in them, which in French is known as A. So we'll try to pronounce them. For example, ami, 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 which means friend. Amour, 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 which means love. Arrêt, 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 which means a stop. For example, if you say arrêt de bus, which means a bus stop. So, ami, amour, arrêt, avocat, avocat, which means
an advocate. Avocat. Avril. Avril. Avril, which means the month April. So you see, in all of them, the letter A has the sound A. On continue avec la deuxième voyelle, which is E. Now in French, E is known as E. E. Now, the words which have the letter E in them, you must be seeing on your screen. Now, M. M. M-E, which is M. M, which can mean either me or it can mean myself. T. T. T, which means either you or yourself. So, M, T, et on continue avec le. Le, which means de. Now, table. If you see, the last letter in table is E, but we pronounce it as E. So, table. Table, which means a table. Now, trousse. Trousse. Trousse, which means a pencil case. So, trousse also has E at the end, but the pronunciation is E. Maintenant, la troisième voyelle, which is I. In French, I is known as E. E. So, you must be seeing a lot of words on your screen which have I in them, the letter I in them. In French, we pronounce it as E. So, ami. Ami. Ami, which means a friend. Livre. Livre. So, Li is li. Livre. Livre, which means a book. Actrice. Actrice, which means an actress. On continue avec animal. Animal. You see, after N we have I, so the sound becomes ni. So, animal. Animal, which means an animal. Next, image. Image. Image, which means an image. Now you see, I told you the pronunciation of the letter A, that is A. So E, M-A becomes ma, and the pronunciation of E was E. So it becomes image. Image. La quatrième voyelle, c'est O. O. Just like in English, O. Par exemple, stylo. Stylo. Now with L we have O, so it becomes stylo. The next word is the word word. So it's mot. Mot. Stylo, which means a pen. Mot, which means a word. The next is do. D-O-S. We don't pronounce the last consonant. So it becomes do. Do, which means your back. The next is option. Option. Option, which means an option. On continue avec la cinquième et la dernière voyelle, which is U. U. In French, we pronounce it as U. The letter U in English. You must be seeing a lot of words on your screen with the letter U in them. So, bus. Bus. Bus, which means a bus. The next is vue. 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 It's the participe passé, it's the past participle of the verb voir. So it means seen. The next is bu. Bu. Bu, which means drink. That's also the participe passé of the verb boire. So actually it means drunk. So bu. The next is tu. 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 You already know that's a pronom sujet. Tu. Tu, which means you. Let's revise all the 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U.
Start.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm pronouncing them in English. let's learn to pronounce the same numbers in French. So in today's lesson we are going to take up the topic les nombres, and we are going to learn to pronounce the same numbers from 0 to 20 in French. Now the first one will start from 0 and we'll learn up till 20. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here we'll note that the letter P is not pronounced, instead T is pronounced. So this is not sept, this is set. 8, 9, 10. This was from 0 to 10. Now from 11 to 20. Now we'll note here that from 11 to 16, all the words are ending with ZE. This is a hint to learn. Now this is 11, which is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now these three numbers are very easy. These was 10, set was 7. So 10 plus 7 gives me 17. So these set, these 8, these 9, and the last is 1. Hi friends, Learn French by Suchita is back with the next video of Les Nombres, and in this lesson we are going to learn the numbers from 21 to 100. Now whenever we write the numbers 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, we have to put the word A. This is pronounced as A in between. I'll give you the example for this. 21. How do we write? 20 plus 1. Now 20 was 20, so it becomes 20 et 1. 1 is 1, so it becomes 21. Now 22, 22. We have to note that whenever we put ET, then we never put a dash, and when we do not put ET, then it is compulsory to put dash in between the two words in countings. Now similarly, if it is 23, then it would be 23. 24, 20 plus 4, so 24. 29, 29. Now 30. How do you pronounce 30? It is 30. 30. 31. So 31, in between we have to put A, so it becomes 30 et 1. So 31. 33 for example. So 30 was 30 and 3 is 3. So 33 becomes 33. 35, 35. Now let's come on to 40. 40 is 40. So if I want to write 41, so that would be 40 et 1. So 41 becomes 41. Let's write 46. 46. 40 plus 6. 46. Now 50 is 50. So if you want to write 51, how are we going to write? 50 et 1. So it becomes 51. 57. 57. For example, 59. So 50 plus 9. 59. 60. It would be 60. 61. 60 et 1. So it becomes 61. Suppose we want to write 65, then it would be 65. 68, 68. 60 plus 8. Now from here the counting becomes a little different. Now 20 is known as 20, 30 was 30, 40 was 40, 50 was 50, 60 was 60. But 70 does not have any special word for itself. How do we form 70 then? 60 plus 10. It gives me 70. Now 60 is 60, 10 is these. So 70 is written as 70 these. Now 71 will not be formed from 70. Instead, we form 71, 72, 73 up till 79. These numbers are formed from 60. So how do I form 71 from 60? So 60 plus 11 will give me 71. So 60 is 60. A 11. So 60 plus 11 gives me 71. So 71. 72, 60 plus 12. So 60, 12. 12 is 12. 75. 75. 60 plus 15. Now 79, 60 plus 19. How do I write 19? 19. 60, 19 is 79. Now let's come on to 80. How do I write 80? 80. Now it is important to note that in case of 80, we write S. Now this S is written only in case of 80, not anywhere else. 81 will be formed from 80. So 80 plus 1 gives me 81. 80 without S. 81. 82. 80 plus 2. 82. 88. 88. Now, just like 70, 90 does not have any special word for itself. So 90 would be formed from 80. So 80 plus 10 will give me 90. 80 was 80 without an S, of course. So 80 and 10 is pronounced as these. So 80 these gives me 90. Now finally we learn how to pronounce from 91 to 100. 91 is not formed from 90. Instead it is formed from 80, just like 71, 72. So now 91 is formed from 80. So 80 plus 11 will give me 91. So 80 was 80, of course without an S. So 80, 11 is 11. Now here we do not write ET. Why? Because ET was just till 71. In 81 and 91 we do not write ET. So 80, 11. 92, 80 plus 12. 92. 94, 80 plus 14. 14. 98, 80 plus 18. So 98. It's a long word. 99. 99. Very good. So now the final word, which is 100. How do I pronounce 100 in Hindi? It is 100. And in French, it is pronounced as a little nasal sound, 100. So in this video, we have learnt 21 to 100. If you like. Hi, are you also planning to visit France and have no idea how to greet people in French and to introduce yourself? If yes, then this video is specially for you. Okay, so we'll start with this lesson with les salutations. Les salutations, this means greetings. Bonjour et bienvenue. This means hello and welcome. Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Suchita. I'll introduce myself by saying these lines. Je m'appelle Suchita. J'habite en Inde. Je parle hindi, anglais et français. Je suis indienne. Okay, so we'll start with Je m'appelle Suchita, which means my name is Suchita. Or we can also say this as I call myself Suchita. I can also say this as Je suis Suchita, which means I am Suchita. The second line is J'habite en Inde. I live in India. Or you can also say J'habite en France. J'habite en Italie. Italie means Italy. The third line is Je parle hindi, anglais et français. Je parle, which means I speak. Now you can mention the name of the languages which you speak, which is, in my case, it is Hindi, which is Hindi, anglais, which is English, a means and, français, français means French. Now, in the last line, I am telling my nationality, which is Je suis indienne, which means I am Indian. You can say je suis française, or you can say je suis italienne, which means I am Italian. Now we'll learn how to ask how are you and how to give its replies. So, comment ça va, which means how are you? Now various replies can be ça va bien merci, which means fine thank you. Ça va mal, which means not well. Pas mal, not bad. Comme ci comme ça, which means neither good nor bad. On les répète, we repeat them. Comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Not well, not bad. Comme ci comme ça. Now these were the informal way of saying, asking or saying how are you and its replies. Informal means what? Informal means when you ask or you reply to your friends or your relatives whom you know personally. Now, what about the people whom you do not know personally or with whom you have a formal relationship? You ask them by comment allez-vous, which means how are you? Comment allez-vous? The reply of this would be je vais bien, merci, which means I am fine, thank you. The word merci, which means thank you. Now, if you want to ask the other person how is he, then you can ask et toi or you can ask et vous. The meaning of both of them is and you. But et toi, it is informal way of saying. So, for example, if I say comment ça va, the other person will reply ça va bien, merci, et toi? Or the informal way, how do I say that? Comment allez-vous? Je vais bien, merci. Et vous? Now we'll learn how to greet somebody in different times of the day. So first of all, we'll learn bonjour, which means good morning. We'll repeat bonjour. The next one is bon après-midi, which means good afternoon. Bon après-midi. The third one, it's bonsoir, which means good evening. Bonsoir. And the last one is bonne nuit, which means good night. Bonne nuit, which means good night. Now we'll learn how to say goodbye. Au revoir. Next expression is au revoir, which means goodbye. The next expression is à bientôt, which means see you soon. À demain, which means see you tomorrow. And à tout à l'heure, which means see you very soon. We'll repeat. Au revoir. À bientôt. À demain. À tout à l'heure. Now, we'll learn certain other expressions. The first one being merci beaucoup. Merci, we have already done, which is thank you. So now it is merci beaucoup, which is thank you very much. The next one is excusez-moi. Excusez-moi means excuse me. The third one is pardon. The word is pardon, which means pardon. Now, if you did not hear what the other person said, then you use pardon. Fourth one is oui. Oui means yes. This is no, which means no as we say it in English, but we write it as N-O-N. Now, the next one is félicitations, which means congratulations. We'll repeat this. Félicitations. And the last one is je suis désolé. Now here I have written E in brackets. Why? Because if the person who is male is saying this line as je suis désolé, he will not be writing this E. But if I am saying this line je suis désolé, then I will write this E. So the meaning is I am sorry, or I can simply say it as désolé, which means
For now, au revoir, à bientôt et bisous bisous.